Hello everybody and welcome back to Road to Max Level on World of Warcraft Classic 20th Anniversary servers. This is Embrace RNG. We're picking back up on our Undead Rogue, level 15. We were in Durotar doing quests. So that's where we'll pick up now. Before we do anything in this episode, I actually want to start taking inventory at the beginning of each episode on a few things. I want to take inventory on my stats, and so far we have the Warpaint Cloak, level 11, Tiller's Vest, Thug Shirt, Tanned Leather Bracers, Brewer's Gloves, Tanned Leather Belt, Native Pants of the Eagle, and Tanned Leather Boots. As for our weapons, we have the Cutlass, Curved Dagger of Power, Laminated Recurve Bow, and some sharp arrows. And our stats look like this: 33 Strength, 41 Agility, 34 Stamina, 25 Intellect, 30 Spirit, 309 Armor. Melee attack 75, power is 86. Our damage range is between 23 and 34. 43 attack range, or range attack. Power 79, damage 32 to 46. Our skills: 75 Assassination, 75 Combat, 75 Subtlety, 61 Leatherworking out of 150, 77 Skinning out of 150, 25 out of 75 First Aid. We have some linens that we can train that with. So 25 out of 75 First Aid, 43 out of 75 Bows, because we just learned how to use the bow last episode. Max daggers at 75, 74 defense, 75 swords, which is awesome, 66 thrown, which we stopped using that because we started using range, and 19 unarmed, which was when our sword broke and we just went completely commando on some guards up at the Agaman Mills. Languages, I have no clue what those are. 300 and 300 in Orcish and Gutter Speak. I don't know what that's useful for. No honor. And last but not least, experience. We are level 15 with 11,801 experience to start off this episode. So let's go from there. Garthok of Razor Hill wants you to go retrieve 3 Gnomish tools from the wreckage of the coast. One of my most observant scouts brings back word that the wreckage of Proudmoore's fleet still remains off the coast of Durotar, just east of Tiragard Keep. The Scuttle Coast. Doesn't sound too intimidating, to be honest. This should be the last one. So they were all in the same boat. So with that complete, we just need to go do 3 tail lasher eggs. Since we're right here, we're just gonna go, we'll go to Razor Hill to turn in this quest, and then we'll go to Senjin Village. There is a looking for group button up here where I could list myself and see if there's any teams that want me. So I can do that when we are, I would say when we hit level 18, I would feel comfortable enough to go in there. Maybe 20. Over level a little bit.
Strength.
I just want the XP, so we'll take that. Let's go southeast of Senjin Village, complete the Break a Few Eggs quest. But now that I've spent some time in Durotar, I kind of understand the area a little bit more. It's kind of like this area, Durotar, is like our Trissafal Glades as an undead, where you have Brill, which is kind of like Razor Hill, which is your lower level kind of safe area to move around with level 8s and level 9s in the area. We had the Valley of Strength, I think it was, which is their death knell. So it's just kind of the same leveling and progression system, just in the different area. This has a dungeon. There's a dungeon over in Death Knell near Pyrewood. Those would be the eggs. That's what we need. So they're purple. They're just like these purple, they almost look like flowers. It's our second set of eggs. We just need one more. This is the last egg we need. Man, they really blend in. I might have done like maybe one, maybe 2 entire laps around the entire island. But we found what we need. Once we talk to Torka,
speak, friend.
We'll finish this quest.
Victory. Be safe.
420 XP. And another quest complete. I just hit 50 first aid as I'm sitting here with the first aid trainer, so I can train up some of this. Heavy linen bandages I can now create.
Strength.
So we'll take those level ups. We are on our way to Senjin village in order to see if we can pick up some quest lines and do some quests over here, get some XP over here. We're so close to level 16. About 1800 XP away, a few quests away from getting level 16. I know there's some quests we can accept over here. I just didn't want to add them to our inventory at the time.
How you doing, man? Be seeing ya.
Now that we're here, we have to find Minshina's skull. And we can slay some of these trolls. That was Zalazane. That was the target we needed.
Too far away.
Here we go. This must be Minshina's skull. We'll take that. Now we can return to... Or no, we have to kill off a few more of these and then we can return. This will be the last one.
Not ready yet. Be seeing ya.
Minshina skull. Bang. Faintly glowing skull.
Be seeing ya.
Boom. Zalazane's head.
Ducky.
Bang. Zalazane. Bop.
Later.
Bop. Bam. We're good to go. And we are dangerously close here to level 16. 160 XP.
Strength.
130 XP for that. That's really not bad. Wait a second. Not even 130. That was only 30 XP for that. We have to find and defeat a goblin named Fizzled Darkstorm to the northeast. I'm sorry, northwest. This is yet another quest in the Barrens. There he is. Fizzled Darkstorm. That's exactly where I need to go. Take out Fizzle. Take one of my minor potions. We just leveled up. Let's invite here. Probably gonna die. Yeah. We just pulled way too much. That was really stupid. It was so dumb. Why did I do that? Well, we're back to dying again, which means I guess we're back to doing challenging content. We pulled these guys too. I kind of want to kill one of these lightning hides. Let's see how they are.
Not
Easy. We can't skin them or loot them or anything? Oh, yes, we can. Here we go, the South Fury River. We found some crocodiles. Bronze amulet is what we're looking for. Bronze amulet, there we go. So it took about like 12. Or 10 to 12 in total. 875 XP. So we didn't really get to celebrate level 16 because we died as soon as it happened. Pretty anticlimactic. But we're level 16 and we're already 1400 XP into level 16 towards level 17. So we have to keep in mind now the rogue trainer and some of the other trainers might have things that we can pay for training to level up in.
Dabu. For the Horde.
900 XP for that. That was a good one. Go talk to the rogue trainer and see if there's anything new we can learn as far as skills go. Eviscerate, rank 3. Finishing a move that causes damage per combo point, increased by attack power. So right now I can build about 2 points. Since I can only build about 2 points, I'm going to be doing 44 to 58 damage, which is a nice finishing move. Feint performs a feint causing no damage but lowering your threat by a small amount, making the enemy less likely to attack you. That is perfect. And pick lock, so we're gonna have to... Okay, we unlocked a lot. %, we're doing feint. And pick lock seems like it would be very useful. Just gonna take all my money. You know what? Lockpicking, I feel like, is one of the skills that is unique to being a rogue, and it's just one of those things that's characteristic to being a rogue. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy that and figure out where we get thieving tools along the way. You've gained the lockpicking skill. That's a whole new skill for us. That's really cool. I'm glad we did that, even though we are absolutely dead broke now. I do remember correctly, and Margaz is just south of Skull Rock, so we can go back to Ogremar.
relax. Stay away from them. You be careful, man.
It's a little bit of XP, 120.
Who you be? Be seeing ya. Stay away from the voodoo.
So if I put 5 points into Malice, it increases my critical strike chance by 1%, which is pretty huge. Then I can put 3 points into Slice and Dice or Lethality, so that's what we're gonna do. So far we've put 5 points into Malice and 2 points into Sinister Strike. We can always come here and unlearn talents
For the
if
Horde.
we wanted to, but we're gonna just experiment a little bit with this build and hopefully it
What
works
can I
out
help
for
you
us.
with?
Thieves' tools. Yes, this is exactly what we were looking for. Oh no. They're 15 silver for thieves' tools. We don't have that kind of cash right now. We just don't have that kind of money right now. So we have to note to self, come back to Rakul. We have 15 silver. So that'll be one of our goals. We need to make 15 silver to come back to get thieving tools so we can use the lockpicking
Taboo.
skill, which is unique to us as a rogue. Looking at my skill bar here, you'll see 1 is just to attack, 2 is sinister strike, 3 is gouge, 4 is slice and dice, 5 is kick, 6 is to shoot my bow, 7 is eviscerate, 8 is feint, which is a new skill we just learned.
Target something first.
9 is evasion, which is like halfway stealth. This is my healing and mana regeneration. Here's some of my stealth things I can do in stealth and running. And then over here we have leatherworking, skinning, lockpicking, which we need our thieves kit for, first aid, and then some of our class abilities.
Friend. Strength.
This one should be a pretty quick and simple quest line. We just have to go to Skull Rock and kill some of the cultists. I think they're only level 9. We've already been there before. Alright, so we just ran in, killed 6 of them, got 6 necklaces, and we're ready to go already.
Magra. Go forth to victory. For the Horde.
900 XP, I was wrong. We got a lot. We also can't forget to repair our armor. Looks like the durability on it is very diminished. My action bars are going to change a lot as I play more and get used to different setups. I really don't know what I like right now. I moved my skills over here for the time being. This is like more my click actions that I don't need in a fight. These are my fighting actions for the most part.
Mukra. Strength. Farewell. Taboo.
More XP. Another quest done. I have the Deathstalker quest left over from Silver Pine and the Undercity, so I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna hop on the Zeppelin, go back to Brill, and get this done real quick, and then continue our quest in the Barrens. Get this. Check this out. This is another Tauren Druid. These accounts are so cool. Here's another Tauren Druid. This guy's level 60 though. He's a lion and he just jumps off the thing. How cool. It feels good to be back in Trisafel Glades and just being able to just run through this field. I wouldn't be able to do this before. If I picked up 2 or 3 of these guys, I'd be done. Now they don't even want it. They don't even want to fight. They know how it ends. This is him. This is Aster Hadron.
Speak quickly.
While we're here in the Undercity, I'm gonna repair my armor. But the scimitar would be an upgrade. We have 6.8 DPS, and that scimitar is 8.7 DPS, but it's 34 coins. I need like 50 silver now. And 8.5 on the offhand, so that would mean 34, so let's say 70. Plus, I need like 85.
Beware.
85 silver.
Enemy is
That's
about.
more than I've ever had. I only have 6. So we're gonna have to be smart about how we spend our money here.
I'm listening. Trust no one.
Here we are to turn in another quest. 675 XP.
I need to get closer.
I think the Shadowfang Keep is a dungeon, and we're not quite ready for that. So we're not going to accept that quest. We're going to save ourselves that space.
What is it? Victory for Sylvanas. Trust no one.
And this will be where we'll complete this quest. After talking to the scary looking figure here. I'm not quite sure I trust this thing.
Don't waste my time. I'm always on the winning side. How will this benefit me?
He wants me to go to Ogremar, collect spell books, and bring them back. And this is a huge upgrade on the pants. I'm torn on whether or not to accept this Battle of Warsong Gulch. It says that they're in a war against the Silverwing Sentinels. I haven't been to the area that this is in, so I don't really want to accept this. But let's keep this in mind in case we end up in that area and we see any Silverwing Sentinels. We'll keep in mind that there's a quest associated with that.
May your blades never dull.
However, I think it's time to return ourselves to Ogremar. We had to go through some additional dialogue with Niru. And that's what would unlock the quest for us. Then we'll go back to Thrall. So we've been on that quest step for quite a while now, just not realizing that there was additional dialogue we needed to go through.
Welcome to Orgrimmar. Have you come to serve the Horde? Loktar, friend.
460 XP for that one. And that would have us go to the Ragefire Chasm. So we have 3 quests now for the Ragefire Chasm. We're gonna have to find a group and do that at some point. I think there's 2 other quests that I can get before we need to do that. In the meantime, we'll go back to the Barrens. And that's an upgrade. It's an upgrade to my armor. Take a stone from the tablet and bring it to the altar. We just finished off the quest line for Axeloth. Some of the audio was messed up. We had to run up to the mountaintop. We had to place the stone that we picked up off here. So we completed that. Unfortunately, I don't have the footage for that because the audio was messed up. So I think it was just a sample rate issue. I'm not going to really get into all the technicals too much. Long story short, we're back. Moving on to is the Barrens. That's where we have the most quests for that we can complete right now. And I believe that's just naturally the next place we would go. I also do understand that the best way to get to level 60, to the max level, would be to just min-max it and just, you know, farm XP from certain mobs. I'm not going to do that though. I do want to complete the quest lines. I think there will be some certain times where we probably should spend a little bit more time leveling up and just sitting there and just grinding experience in different skills like the leatherworking and skinning and just getting XP from killing mobs that are around our level. I also don't want to overlevel too much, but I do want to knock out the quest lines and have fun with those at around what level they should be completed. The Forgotten Pools. That is what we're looking for one of our quests. We have to explore the waters. We also have to get the fungus. Just one more. One more fungal spore. That'll be it for one of those quests. I think that's all it meant. We just had to swim. Okay. To note as well on the controls, I'm going to try to stop clicking. I'm going to try to start tabbing. Because as you see here, I can click to auto attack. And I can also just tab. One can just be moved completely out of the way. A heavy short bow. 6 DPS. 5.8, that is an upgrade. Very nice. We'll take a ride over to Ratchet. We have some quests to complete there.
Have a good one.
Must not be one of the main quest lines. Not a lot of XP for this. Thistle Tea. I've heard about this. Requires the rogue class. Instantly restores 100 energy. So Thistle Tea is going to be very important for us. That's going to allow us to restore energy during a fight. That's actually huge. We have to go back to the crossroads already. I'm spending a lot of money on these flights because I'm making really poor decisions. We really should have turned in those quests while we were at the crossroads. I don't know what made me rush over all the way to Ratchet. I was excited to get that quest, which it's good that we did get that quest because now we know we're going to get our Thistle Tea, which is really important. I can throw that right up here next to my healing potions.
Greetings, traveler. Walk with the Earth Mother.
That's a nice bit of XP. And we still have some things to do here. We're going to stay here. We're going to stay here at the crossroads and do these quests.
And
What is it? Goodbye. Beware the living.
And so much XP from the apothecary.
I trust no one.
And we have a quest timer. Uh-oh. We're going to have to figure that one out. Don't think it's to the north because we've already kind of gone there. Stone Talon Mountains is another quest. That's a whole different area. I think we're going to have to go to the south. I think the south is our best bet. After looking at it, I figured out that we actually have to go to Mulgore. That's where this quest is. It's not to the south. So if we ran to the south, we would have been maybe able to break off to Mulgore. But I'm going to go through this traditional path here. I'm not sure we're even going to be able to make it to Mulgore. I don't know what's over here. Stone Talon Mountains. We have a quest here. Okay, so I think we went the wrong way. I think our way to get to Mulgore was to the south. Oh no. This is tragic. Oh man, so I was going the right way. Jeez. I should have just followed my gut on that. We're going to leave this valley. We're going to take a hard right. We're just going to go straight down and then try to take another right into Mulgore. See, that would have made just so much more sense too. This is why looking things up can sometimes mess you up. I don't know why I thought I had to enter here. This just goes right to the Stone Talon Mountains. So I guess at this point, what's nice is we know Stone Talon Mountains are up there. So we can go do that quest when we get a chance. But we're in a bit of a rush because we just wasted 10 minutes running up here. So now we got to run to the south and try to get to Mulgore before this quest runs out. Again, I think we have plenty of time. But we could have probably been there already and we could have finished this quest already. And there's a Savannah Prowler. So we'll get a little bit distracted and let's take out some of these to see if we can finish that quest that we also have for these. Ah, we pulled 2 of them. So this is going to be a bit of a battle here. We suck. We are so bad. How did I not win that fight? Can't believe this. pulling aggro on too much. This appears very promising. We're at an encampment, and it looks like if we keep going, we will find our way to Mulgore. I want to stick to the Barrens and Ogrimmar for now to do all those quest lines. But it is nice to adventure out. Like, we just discovered Stone Talon Mountain, which we need to go to at a certain point for a quest line. And now we're in Mulgore, going to Thunder Bluff to finish this timed quest that we picked up. So, I mean, we are exploring because we have to right now based on the quest timer. It really took our priority, and that went to the top priority as soon as there was a timer. So instead of the Undercity, instead of going down to the Undercity, we're going up to Thunder Bluff. So this is probably the area, I'm assuming. This is the area, the main city for like Taurens and... Yeah, because that's everything. That's everything. These are all Taurens. So this is probably the Tauren starter area. And we really want to do start a Tauren Druid. Minor Rejuvenation Potion. That kind of seems pretty useful, huh?
Beware.
We will take that. So now that we finished the timed quest, we're going to go back to the Barrens. I don't want to spend too much time here in this whole new area, picking up a bunch more quests. We're going to go back to Ogrimmar, back to the Barrens. We'll turn in the Prowler quest.
Greetings. Strength. Farewell.
Decent XP for that, 1,050. We're only less than 1,000 XP away from level 17. We are moving along. But we'll keep doing the Barrens questline for now. Just real quickly here, I want to go over some of the camera settings and some of the in-game settings that I've changed to get the same experience that we're getting here. First, I changed my status bar to numeric value in the upper left-hand corner. You'll see we can now see our actual health and our energy that we have left. We changed our max camera distance to 2, which is the absolute max, just so that we can see more enemies around us. Get a bigger draw distance. Bigger field of view, essentially. We changed our camera style to never camera follow, so we can run away and we can move our camera with our left click, and it won't change the direction that we're running in. And we keybinded auto run. Toggle auto run. We turn that on so we can utilize auto run a little bit more. So between that, just the 5 things I changed again, they're the status bar, the draw distance on the camera, the camera foul, the keybinds, and lastly, for audio, we turned off our error messages. So when we go to do an ability that doesn't have enough energy for it yet, when we're in combat, we're not going to get that error message. Oh, I don't have enough energy. So between those 5 settings, I think that we're going to get a better experience playing the game. This for sure looks like a mine. The quest that we came up here for, Miner's Fortune, is just northeast of Sludge Fen. Boulder Lode Mine. This is where we're looking. That was all we needed. We're 1 for 1, which is good because that took a lot out of us. He's level 17, so 1 level higher than us. So we're just going to end this episode by going back to Wharf Master Dizzywig and completing the Miner's Fortune quest. We only have a fraction of an amount of XP here. 22 XP until we're level 17. So we'll finish off the episode by getting a level. I'm just going to work my way back to the crossroads and then fly my way to Wharf Master Dizzywig and Ratchet. I don't know if it's 100% drop rate, but going 1 for 1 on this emerald was really nice because we had to kill a level 17.
Keep it real. Be good.
1700 XP. So we are well on our way here, level 17. We have 400 health now. I suppose we'll finish this episode just kind of sitting at the dock talking about our progress a little bit. Just upgraded our bow. I think our bow is the only thing that we upgraded. and it doesn't even translate to a huge upgrade. It was kind of a 1-for-1. It was slightly more damage, I think. Our skills, we're at level 110 skinning now, 61 leatherworking, 85s in assassination, combat, and subtlety. Lockpicking we haven't unlocked yet because we don't have our thieving tool yet. We're going to get that in the next episode. First aid is 57, and then bows, daggers, swords, around 78, 70 to 80. So now that these can all be leveled up to 85, we have a lot more levels and experience to get in the next episode. I'm going to do the math on the experience real quick so that we can show you how much we've gotten. A total of 20,277 experience in this episode, which is quite significant. That's a whole level and a half about. So we're doing pretty well on experience in the levels. We're moving right along, completing some quest lines. We're just going to keep questing, keep getting experience. I think we're going to kill some more enemies on our path instead of just running past them, because we need to get our skinning level up. We need to get some of our combat levels up. And then next time we find ourselves in a major city, we can go and get some more levels and experience from the leatherworking, the skinner. We can go and get some new experiences and talents for our skill tree here. And what we also did is we wandered out to Mulgore, and so now we've experienced all 3 of the starter areas for the Horde: Mulgore, Orgrimmar, and Tristafal Glades, which is really cool to know that. So if we start a Tauren or if we start an Ogre account at any point, have already seen those starter areas. We haven't experienced every part of those, but at least now we have an idea for what we're in for if we start another account with a different race. So that's going to do it for this episode. We kind of wandered off the unbeaten path a few times, got lost, discovered some new areas, always found our way back to the Barrens. You guys take care. Have a good rest of your night. I'll see you in the next episode.